Hey y'all, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and welcome to my chaotic life. We're going to start this day off with some laundry, and it doesn't take long for you to see what I mean about my chaotic life. So whether you're new or not, I'm excited to have you here. If you like this type of video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps a lot. Like and subscribe so you don't miss any future notifications. Oh, you have to make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss any notifications. Anyway, stick around with us through this video as we clean and declutter, and I quickly learned that I am not very good at decluttering because I mainly just move my junk from one area to another. Here's my two boys cutting up and being boys. I always worry that the older one is going to hurt the younger one, but the younger one doesn't seem to mind, so I left them to their monkey business and I went on about mine. Oh, sharing with his sister, how sweet. So here we are actually getting ready for supper, and when I realized that I was recording the supper preparation during what is supposed to be a cleaning video, I did go back and cut out the cooking. The cooking part might be there, but I cut out a lot of it. So when you see the what's for supper video, you might be like, hey, I saw this, in a cleaning video. That's why, because I had two different things going on. I had him go outside and get my broom handle, and it was pouring down rain. I actually love this broom. It one side is a broom, which is the blue side, and the other side is meant to be a mop, but I don't use the mop side of it to mop my floor. I just use the broom side, but I did use the mop side on the outside of my windows, which is why I had to take it off and wash it because it had like green stuff from the, I don't know, from the outside of the windows. Okay, I had a cute little coat rack hanging right here for the kids during the school year for their book sacks and their hoodies and stuff for school. And one day my grandson was here and he was playing on the rollerblades, and he went to fall right by the wall, thankfully, but he grabbed onto that that coat rack, and just pulled it one screw completely out of the wall. So I figured I'd finally get around to hanging it back up because this happened months and months ago. It was still during school. And it was still hanging up by both screws. I just pushed it back into the wall, but then we couldn't put the kids' book sacks on it because of the weight, obviously. So they would just throw their book sacks down on the floor right there. But I finally hung it back up. I hung it a little bit higher than it was, so you can still see the holes from the other screws. But whatever, at least it's hung up. So like I was saying earlier about this being a cleaning video, and I was preparing supper. My daughter wanted crawfish etouffee, and so she's got the crawfish sitting out to thaw because it was frozen. And eventually I realized that I'm recording all of that too, so I did cut it out because I'm not trying to put up two videos with the same content. So I did eventually just cut out some of it. I left some of it because we were still cleaning, but I cut out a good bit of it. So I was given a lot of movies. I mean, like a lot of movies. Y'all, this right here took me an hour to do. It was a lot of movies, and you could tell that they had been put up for a long time. So they were kind of dusty. Had some like cat hair or dog hair. I think it was dog hair on them, and I am allergic to cats though, and I just didn't want it to start bothering my allergies or whatever. So I figured as I go through them and see what I want to keep and not keep, I'll wipe down, each case. Um, so I did do that. I only threw out maybe five of the movies because I just didn't want them in my house. Like, I don't like anything to do with, you know, possession and evil stuff like that. I don't like that. So I didn't want that in my house. So I will be sending those on over to Goodwill. But the rest I did keep, and I ended up separating them because a lot of them are movies that we would all watch. But there's a good amount of them that are like what I would call girly movies, like love stories, comedy, cute little things like that. So rom coms. And we will all watch those too, but those are my preference. So I did separate those from the rest, and I'm gonna put the entire box of rom com in my camper. That way, when we're camping, I know for sure I have plenty of movies because, I know people go camping to be outdoors, to fish. See that long box on the top? That's all rom com. Anyway, to hunt and to fish and, whatever. I don't go camping for those things. I go camping to get out of the house. I go camping to enjoy relaxation and not having to worry about housework kind of thing. So I just love laying up in the bed and watching movies because I don't do that here at home. So that is my plan with those movies, is to put them in my camper. That way I have plenty of movies when I want to watch them. Here I'm putting in all the rest, and I already had movies down there. Like I said, we don't even watch movies in the house. But I did go ahead and put them down there instead of keeping them in the boxes and stashing them in a closet to never be seen again. So, moving on, now I'm going to clean my desk area. I have been needing to clean this desk area. Actually, I clean it quite often, but because it's kind of like a catch-all, anytime I have mail come in, or, just anything that is in the kitchen that I need to go through or look at before I decide if I'm going to keep it or not, I have the kids bring to my desk. And so everything just piles up, and then eventually I go through everything, the mail, see what's important and what's not, shred what I don't want, stuff like that. But what I'm doing today is, you remember when that virus started back in 2020? Well, just like probably a bunch of you, my kids got sent home from school on March 13th of 2020. That was their last day of school for that year because school never opened back up. And so we had planned to homeschool. So I did buy a bunch of things for homeschool. Like the curriculum that I chose to use, I didn't want to have to pay for anything because they're quite spendy. So I was using Easy Peasy Homeschool. It's free, but it's free to do online, but they do have workbooks now. Whereas the first time I used them for my older son, the one that just graduated, they didn't have workbooks back then, so I just printed out everything, and it was just more convenient to buy the workbooks, so I bought the workbooks. Well, you know, I'm not good at homeschooling. So that all of those books are going to Goodwill. Somebody will find good use out of them. Um, and I do have like my kid like notebooks that the kids come home at the end of the school year and there's only like a couple of pages written in. I'm like, why did they even need this book if they didn't, it doesn't get used. But so I keep all of that, of course. I take out any pages that are already written on and I keep it for the kids, like scrap paper if they want to write or draw. I keep it for that. This is kind of just a junk drawer at the top of my filing cabinet. I really need to go through that thing, but another day. Um, this box right here, I'm stacking up full of stuff for Goodwill. I had, like I said, tons of the homeschool stuff and just other stuff that we weren't using. I do tend to, oh, look, there's the mail, looking at the mail, seeing what I want, seeing what I'm going to shred. Um, I tend to, at the end of the school year, like if my kids have, say, binders with dividers, I will keep those dividers if they're still in good shape. And same thing with loose leaf. If they have loose leaf left over, of course, I'm going to keep that. So I had drawers full of dividers with pockets, loose leaf paper, like just, oh, tons of stuff. Over here where I'm digging, I had like planner stickers and see, that's more school supplies, zipper pencil pouches, boxes of colors, boxes of chalk, markers, glue, scissors, you name it. I had it all. And I went through that and I got rid of a lot of stuff that I had just been accumulating, and all that does is cause me anxiety. I get overwhelmed when there's too much clutter, basically. So I did get rid of a lot of stuff that, yes, I could have reused, but I figured, somebody who homeschools their kids, they'll find that handy when they come across it at Goodwill. And so, there's that. This year, our school actually will be providing the majority of school supplies, which is great because right now everybody could use the help. But I will say that back to school shopping is my absolute favorite time of the year. And so the fact that I don't get to really do it as much if the school's providing the supplies, it makes me a little sad, but it's okay because I do appreciate the help. Um, Another change this school year is that they still have school uniforms, but they also added jeans into the policy, so they can wear blue jeans now, which is awesome. They can't have any holes or tears, um, and they can't have like side pockets or anything like that. But they can wear jeans. Can't be shorts, which is kind of crazy because they can wear uniform shorts, but they also can't wear jean capris. It has to be blue jean, long pants. So that is exciting because, well, my kids' school, they're allowed to wear a spirit shirt every day. So we already managed to get out of wearing those white and green polos that the kids have had to wear for the past 20 something years. But now we can get rid of those school uniform bottoms as well, even though if they still have some that fit them, because we will be going through all of that soon to see what they have that does still fit. We're going to use it, obviously. I'm not going to buy any more than I have to because, again, like I said, everybody's struggling right now with inflation. And so, yeah, if my kids do need anything, I will be going to Goodwill first to see what I can find. And then like their shoes and stuff I'll get new. But my daughter, she's going into junior high, so uh, middle school, whatever it's called. So she'll be in the sixth grade, and she was like, this year for school, I want a solid colored book sack because last year I had got really lucky and found a ton of book sacks at Walmart on sale for $2 a piece. And what was just going on, because it looked like I was running after something. I don't know. That's funny. Anyway, I bought like 10 or 11 book sacks. They were $2 a piece. Some of them were boy print, some of them were girl print. And the girl print, I thought it was really cute. It was like a light purple, but then it had like unicorns and stuff on it, like really cute. And it came with the matching lunchbox. I was like, wow, for $2, I'm going back and get all these, you know. And because I have nieces and my granddaughter, we can share. And so, like I said, I bought like 11 of them. And she, you know, she used it and it still looks brand new actually. But she said, Mama, I want a solid colored book sack. So I found her one. Well, I was looking at the Jan Sports because they're excellent as far as quality goes, and they do have the limited lifetime warranty. So I was gonna do that for her since she's older now. But I came across one that it's not JanSport. I don't know what the brand is. It was the same price as the JanSport, so I'm hoping that it is as good of quality. But it came in, I ordered it and it came in the other day and she was so excited. It's pink and it has like pom-poms hanging on it, and I don't know, it's just really cute. Of course, when school starts, you'll get to see that because I'm all about the first day of school pictures, so you will definitely get to see it. But my son, he won't need a book sack because I have the ones from last year. And I don't think he didn't end up using the ones that I bought last year because, you know, it wasn't long after school had started. And so their book sacks were still good. And he was using a gaming book sack that I had got him at Sam's. It was really cute. But that I had got it on sale for $7, which I thought was so exciting. But then it did end up being crappy quality. So it did make the year, but like the entire inside of it was just falling apart. And so we're not going to use that for school this year. So he'll be able to use one of the $2 ones, which it's black and then it has like dinosaur skeletons all over it. Cute, cute. And those, by the way, they also came with matching masks, which of course we don't have to do masks anymore. But I just thought it was the cutest thing because for $2 they got book sacks, masks, the matching lunchbox, and a lanyard, which elementary kids don't have to wear a school ID. My high school kids did, but I don't have any in high school this year. So the lanyard's just a little something extra. But anyway, yeah, that was my spiel on $2 book sacks. I was excited, let me tell you. If it wouldn't be that I didn't want to appear greedy and not leave any for anybody else, I would have bought them all. But I didn't do that. So another thing I'm doing right here is, again, the kids had tons of colors, markers, color pencils, and gel pens. And they were all mixed up because like each kid had their own. So I decided that because they don't even sit there and really use any of that stuff, I was going to sort through it and put the stuff together. So I went through it. I put all the colors and color pencils in one box. I put the markers in another box, and then I put the pens in another box, and any pencils, like regular pencils, I took those because I'll see what we can reuse for school this coming year. And then also they have some for when they do decide to, write anything. And then also when my nieces come, they both like to write. So, and my daughter, Aubrey, she does like to play school and she likes to write stories. And so occasionally they'll come and dig in that stuff, but for the most part, they don't. Moving on, you may have heard me say in earlier videos, I don't know if I actually ever mentioned it, but I am a licensed realtor in the state of Louisiana. And so a lot of the stuff here in my desk, in my little office area, has to do with real estate. And I've had my license for 3 years, and I have mixed emotions about it really because I do like helping people. Um, but this year, it just has been so stressful for me. Um, with, certain things going on in the home. So I just decided that it was time for me to dedicate all of my time to that rather than anything else. I know I'm being vague, but what I'm getting at is I let my license go inactive. So here I am packing up a lot of my real estate stuff that's just out because I won't be needing it here, in the near future. I'll be getting my license back active eventually, hopefully, but it's not a guarantee at this point. So, like I said, I'm putting up, whatever I can. I had, before I left my previous brokerage for the broker that I was with when I went inactive, I had made a ton of folders on Amazon. I ordered them on Amazon, and that was for Keller Williams. And I went ahead and donated those to Goodwill because I knew when I do go back active, it won't be at Keller Williams.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky.
Here I go sorting through those colors and stuff that I was talking about earlier. I also had went through some of the supplies that I had bought for homeschooling, like paint and paintbrushes and bingo markers, stuff like that. I didn't get rid of all of that. I could have, but I decided to keep it just in case. So anyway, you see my boxes on the couch. We're like a week later here when I'm doing this voiceover, and I still have those boxes on my couch. But anyway, I decided to move my printer from down there under my desk back to on top of my filing cabinet.
Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Same question always.
Hey y'all. Today is
Hubby
day
got home
2
and that
of
cut my
the
cleaning
mess
short.
in this house. I don't know how much the light from the window is gonna interfere with the video, but you can see the mess that I'm left with after, well, you can't really see it, after cooking breakfast this morning. I didn't even cook supper last night. We ate out, so I don't know why there's so many dishes in the sink. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, this is better. I'm gonna get this kitchen cleaned up, and then well, the sun is just bright. Get all this put up, and then I want to get into these drawers. They need to be reorganized because it never stays. And then I don't know about anybody else, but I change my mind a lot. Like, I'll fix something and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And then look at this mess. And then I decide that the system isn't gonna work and I need to do something different. And so then I start moving stuff around again. And my husband and kids don't like it too much, but you know, you gotta change it up every once in a while, right? Oh well. So let's get to it. Let me show you this mess. Ugh. My kids use it and then they just close it back up. I'm like, hello, that needs to be washed. You can't just, you know, not wash it. So yeah, join me in this messy kitchen.
When you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. We went to a small bar with neon lights. Talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love out loud. Love out loud. Love out loud. Love out loud. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love wake up at mine. Same question always. I'm getting tired. We could have breakfast, counting your freckles, close to the west coast. How about that? Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together? Why don't we just get a place together? We can get white walls with big windows up on the third floor in my chateau. Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together? Why don't we just get a place together?
Hey y'all. So this video has ended up so long that I've already split it into 2 separate videos, and as you can see, I'm still not done with the mess that I created. I have another sink full of dishes. I still haven't sorted through this box of junk that I pulled out of the junk drawer, and I have boxes on my couch that some are trash, some are for Goodwill, and some are for it's movies. Then when I went through the movies at the beginning, movies to put into my camper. So this will end up being a 3-part video because I don't want anybody to have to try and sit through an hour and a half. You know, I had 7 hours of footage that I edited down to an hour, and so I'm gonna split that up and then hopefully finish this off with the 3rd one. Stick around, and if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe.